up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tennessee Titans. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. On play action, it's Mahomes. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Taking a deep shot. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for KC. 68 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
The line of scrimmage.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line.
Henry, the ball carrier.
The tackle made by Austin Calitro.
On the tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. This one caught by Davis. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
first down carry for Henry. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
In punt formation.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes taking a deep shot. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kansas City.
Mecole Hardman, 48 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a 1st quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
The score, Chiefs 7, Titans nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29. For the Titans and Chiefs, we think back to their encounter in the postseason last year, the AFC Championship game to be exact. And the Titans were riding high, coming off road wins in Foxborough and in Baltimore. And they led at one point 17-7, but as the Chiefs did 3 times in those playoffs, they rallied back from a double-digit deficit, ultimately winning 35-24 and punching their ticket to Miami.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Love from the gun. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 36.
Intercepted by
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
33-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Mahomes. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24.
8-yard pickup.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Chiefs 7, Titans nothing.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
A money hooker.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, Mahomes, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and...
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mahomes to throw once more. And that'll be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
At the 3-yard line.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Complete to number
From 8
8.
yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Butker on for the point after.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove. They're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Over the middle here to Brown. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to help them feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now a 2nd down and 6. Play fake. Here's Love. He'll look downfield for Humphreys. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On 3rd down, Love. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Robbie Anderson, 56 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
And now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play on 3rd down for the Chiefs. For 61 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
At the 1-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today. Plus, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go. Mike 50. Mike 50. And I'm coming after you.
Operating from the gun. Love. And it's complete to Kelsey. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play there from Tennessee. 63 yards.
At the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Love now on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Shotgun handoff to Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. From the gun, Love. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Right back to him on 1st down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
And at the 25-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
21 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Move. Everyone's got 4. 4 down. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I got you. I got you.
2nd down, Love. And that'll be incomplete. Love took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Operating from the gun. Love. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Chiefs 28, Titans 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down from 21-14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelce is complete, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Tackle made at his 48.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to hit 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, They go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and goal at the 3.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Let's get it.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jordan Love with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Titans have made this a one-score game.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. But guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And they give this time to the tailback. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back now in Nashville.
21.
It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Second and
officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. And now here's a carry heading left.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. So it was 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they?
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again, Love. That is incomplete. They were trying to get it into Kelsey that time, and it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. On 1st and 10. Love. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Derrick Henry, the
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
good for a Tennessee Titan. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Love now to pass on 1st down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Travis Kelsey, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And he puts it through. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts
It's a game
as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
First down, Kansas City. Tonight's final score.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
It is just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
Thank you.